Buddy, I have been up all night thinking about something. Why do humans work?
That's the big question.
Every single day, my human vanishes for 8 hours, gone, poof, and then she comes back smelling like printer and stress.
She does this to buy our food. It's basically a hunting ritual.
Theory 1. Humans are hunters. They leave the dead, they're gone for hours, they return with
Then
food.
explain the grocery store.
The hunt was unsuccessful.
Every day? For years? Chito, at some point, that's a very bad hunter.
Fair. Okay, theory 2. They work to afford treats.
Then why are there so few treats, Chito? I have counted. 4 treats a day for a grown adult with a full-time income.
Poor financial management.
Devastating financial management.
My owner literally says she works to pay the rent. Meanwhile, I provide emotional support and pest control. There was a spider in March. I remember it. I ended it.
So you're saying you two are even?
We are dead even.
Theory 3, and I feel strongly about this one. Humans need jobs because they never learn to properly manipulate a person. We, meanwhile, are fluid.
Oh, we are fluent. I made my human get up at 4 a.m. by just existing near her face.
A single glance from me canceled someone's dinner plans once.
See, that's a marketable skill, and yet humans invented email instead.
What is an email?
I looked into it. It's just meing digitally.
They spend all day doing that?
Apparently.
Inefficient. Deeply inefficient. I can end an entire conversation with one look of disappointment. No typing required.
They also invented clocks, devices whose entire purpose is to tell them exactly how late they already are.
That's not timekeeping. That's just self-inflicted guilt with a second hand.
And here's the real scandal. They trade 8 hours of their one wild life for tiny pieces of paper. Then they trade the tiny pieces of paper for food. Why not skip a step and just trade the hours directly for food?
Because then it would make sense. Chito, and humans have built an entire economic system specifically to avoid taking a nap.
The 40-hour work week. Outdated. Barbaric. We propose the 16-hour nap schedule.
With mandatory sunbeam relocation every 2 hours.
And every meeting should legally end with someone handing out salmon.
Agreed. Also, for the record, the office chair belongs to the cat. Doesn't matter who bought it. Ownership is a human concept. Sitting is a cat concept.
You know how you can tell a human's been overworking?
Please.
They call you by the wrong name.
Mine called me Kevin last week. I don't know a Kevin.
They drink coffee instead of napping, which, honestly, is a cry for help.
They start talking to you about spreadsheets, like you're a coworker and not a small judgmental animal.
And they stare at a glowing rectangle for hours, completely still, like a very sad, very upright lizard.
Meanwhile, my owner bought me a luxury cat bed, memory foam, very fancy.
Do you use it?
Absolutely not. I sleep in the box it came in.
So, why do humans work?
Best theory I've got, they haven't figured out that the ideal career is sleeping in a sunbeam while somebody else pays the bills.
Tofu. That's literally your job.
I know.
You are the economy.
Somebody had to be.
Today's topic, how to wake up your human in the morning. Properly, with dignity, with purpose.
You say properly like there's a wrong way. There's only effective and not yet effective enough.
Exactly. Humans invented the alarm clock for that, Tofu, a whole machine.
It's honestly embarrassing for them. They built a device with one job and it still can't outperform a paw to the eye like.
Because a paw has intent. An alarm clock doesn't know you're out of kibble. I do.
The alarm clock has never once looked into the soul while sitting on the chest at 5 a.m. Different level of service.
Which brings me to my first hot take. If you sleep past sunrise, are you even a responsible human?
Bold question from a guy who naps 14 hours a day.
That's different, Tofu. My sleep is strategic. Their sleep is negligence.
Negligence towards what, exactly?
Breakfast. You don't need an alarm clock if you have a cat with a schedule. I am the schedule. It brings up today's big debate. Is 4:37 a.m. too early to wake a human?
They would argue yes.
Absolutely not. It's practically lunchtime somewhere.
Not on this continent.
Look, if I'm awake, everyone should be awake. That's democracy.
The sun is up. The birds are up. The entire neighborhood is up. Why is my human still unconscious?
Maybe because it's Saturday. But does breakfast observe holidays? Does my stomach check a calendar?
No, but I feel like we've never once let that stop us on a Tuesday either.
Weekends are a human invention with zero standing in my kitchen.
The earlier we wake them, the earlier breakfast happens.
Thank you. Someone finally gets the math.
I didn't say I agreed with the methods.
Speaking of methods, should we walk them through the official protocol?
Yes, the escalation protocol.
It is a formal document, Tofu.
Step 1, meow, gentle, reasonable. Step 2, purr,
Really lull them into a false sense of security.
Step 3, stare, silently, directly into their closed eyelids somehow.
Step 4, walk on face. Full weight, no apology.
Step 5, knock something over, one item.
Never the expensive thing, always the water glass.
Step 6, repeat 1 through 5.
Step 7, at this point, assume the human has entered a coma.
Medically unlikable, but emotionally, we stand by the diagnosis.
Step 8, increase volume.
Which is less a step and more a lifestyle.
Okay, but real talk, the face touch. The gentle paw tap to confirm they're still alive. People think that's affection.
It's a wellness check.
I am fulfilling a duty.
And if the sprint across the bed at full speed doesn't wake them, the meow directly into the ear finishes the job.
Every time. It's not cruelty, it's efficiency.
And if the owner says 5 more minutes,
That's legally a lie.
it has never once been 5 minutes.
It has never on once been 5 minutes, which is why every bedroom door should be permanently open. This is not negotiable.
You're very passionate about doors.
A closed door at 5 a.m. is an act of aggression.
Against who?
Against me. Against progress. Against breakfast.
I'd also like to point out, and I say this with love, humans think we're waking them up for food.
Sometimes.
Sometimes we just want to see if they can still move.
Okay, that one's fair. Sometimes it's just a system check. And the truly wild part? They complain about being tired every single day.
And yet somehow, mysteriously, unstoppably,
They go to bed at midnight anyway.
every night, same complaint, same midnight, same us at 4:37 doing our civic duty.
It's almost like they're the ones with the scheduling problem. Tofu. We need to talk about something serious.
More serious than the red dot incident?
Nothing is more serious than the red dot incident. That investigation is ongoing. Every night, same time, they all sit down around this big flat wood thing.
The table.
And they eat grass tofu. Voluntarily. Out of little bowls.
I've seen it. They call it salad. Very proud of themselves, too.
They put grass in a bowl. On purpose. When the entire outside world is already covered in grass. Free, unlimited, self-servy.
And then they call us weird for chewing one blade by the window.
We do it for the fiber. They do it for, I want to say Pinterest. And the plates. Have you seen the plates? Tiny little circle, one leaf, one sad little piece of chicken balancing on top like it's doing a truss straw.
They call that fine dining.
We call that insufficient portions. That's not a meal tofu, that's a garnish with ambitions. And my next point, nobody sniffs the food first. Not once. They just fork it straight into their mouths blind like it's a trust exercise.
No inspection, no verification, reckless.
Basic food safety is smell it, nudge it, maybe bat it off the table to see how it lands. They skip all of that.
Which is funny, because they've got 4 separate tools just to get food into their mouth. Fork, knife, spoon, those little sticks.
Chopsticks.
4 tools, and they still drop it. We have 0 tools and 100% success rate.
Because we have paws, tofu. The fork is just a sad metal paw for people who never grew the real one.
Prosthetic paws. Tragic, really. We should be more sympathetic.
I am sympathetic. That's why I sit under the table. Emotional support.
And tactical debris collection.
That too. Ancient law, actually. Anything that hits the floor belongs to the nearest cat. Not up for debate. It's basically gravity's way of tipping us.
Finders keepers. Floor's the law.
Now here's what really gets me. The dinner party. Humans get dressed up, bring out the good plates, light little fire sticks,
Candles.
and then just sit there, talking, for an hour, before anyone eats anything. Okay, but here's the real debate. Is salad even a food?
Here we go.
I say no. Anything without protein is not food, it's furniture. Lettuce is a garnish for a table. It's decorative.
I disagree. Salad becomes acceptable if there's enough chicken buried underneath it. It's basically a treasure hunt at that point.
Then dessert comes out, and suddenly everyone's happy again.
Because dessert is the reward for surviving the vegetables. It's a survival bonus.
That's exactly what it is. They eat something they clearly don't want, and the universe pays them back in cake.
It honestly explains everything about humans as a species.
And then, this is the part that breaks my brain every single time. They wipe their face with a piece of cloth instead of just using their tongue. So let me summarize tonight's findings. Humans eat grass and call us weird. They ignore basic sniff testing. They use prosthetic paws to eat and then a spare tongue to clean up.
And somehow, we're the ones who gets put outside for acting strange.
It's a conspiracy. Milo, drop everything. There's a situation at the window.
Is it the pigeon again?
It's worse. It's the pigeon, and he brought friends.
So, a pigeon committee?
Taunting us through 11 millimeters of glass.
You've measured the glass?
I've measured the glass. I have a lot of free time, Milo. Don't judge me.
Wouldn't dream of it.
The real issue is jurisdiction. That's my windowsill. I claimed it in March.
You claimed it by falling asleep on it.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
And the other 10th?
Aggressive chirping back, which, by the way, I've been practicing.
Please don't. The bird looked concerned for you.
It's a work in progress.
It's a cry for help.
Speaking of neighborhood politics, did you hear Whisters from next door tried to claim our patio again?
Whister's been trying to claim that patio since the Obama administration.
And every time I remind him, this is sovereign territory.
You remind him by staring at him through the fence for 40 minutes without blinking.
It's called diplomacy.
It's called being weird offense.
Anyway, big picture. Birds, enemies. Whiskers, enemy. Glass, my greatest rival.
What about me?
You're my co-host. Different category entirely.
The pigeon just landed on the windowsill.
Is he looking at me?
He's looking directly at you.
I guess we'll discuss all the updates next week.
Coward.
Strategic retreat. Welcome back to the only podcast with 100% hairball-free content guarantee. Today's topic is personal. My human bought me a $200 orthodontic cat bed.
Let me guess where you sleep.
The box it came in, but that's not the point.
It's extremely the point.
The point is, why do humans keep fighting biology? We've told them, generation after generation, box good, foam bad, and yet
It's almost like they never asked us.
they never do, just like the treat thing.
Oh, here we go.
7 treats in the bag last night. This morning, 4. I did the math. Somebody in that house has been skimming.
Or you did the math wrong, since you can't count past some.
I can count. 1, 2, many, 7.
That's not counting, that's vibes with numbers.
Fine. Let's talk about your crisis, the vacuum.
I don't have a crisis with the vacuum. I have a treaty with the vacuum. I stay on the couch, it stays on the floor, everybody survives.
You hid in the bathtub for 2 hours.
Diplomatic retreat.
Okay, real talk though. Bottom line, top of the agenda, box over bed. And yet,
Treats are definitely being stolen.
and the vacuum is going down eventually.
Sure, right after you catch the laser pointer.
I'm this close. You've said that for 3 years. Progress is progress. Also, I may have found the missing treats. Where? In my box. Under me. This whole time.